military joining us, Mr. Crew Defender Josh Williams. Jacob, do you want to start us off?
Josh, when you look at this rivalry, you've had so many kind of big like off-field moments, being opening new stadium, they come in MLS. Now this is almost like the first game where it feels like there's kind of some stakes to it where you guys are at the table. How much does a rivalry do you feel kind of need that, and how excited are you to like finally have that in this rivalry?
Yeah, no disrespect at all to to Cincinnati, but finally, you kind of get where they have a solid team. I've been watching them all year, and they've been impressive. So it's good for us. It's good for them. It's good for fans of the league. It's just good for soccer in Ohio. In general. So to me, it's exciting. Like we said, it feels like something bigger than it has in the past, really. So it'll be good. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people out out on Sunday night. For us, it's just about putting that game. It happened a few days ago in the past, and now we got to focus on this big rivalry game. So I know I'm excited. Everyone's excited. So we'll be ready.
And to pair that with Cucho's home debut, what do you think that reception will be like? And I mean, certainly with the way he's been playing.
Yeah, the guy's been incredible. The way he's scoring and the different ways in which he's scoring. He's pretty much scored every way he could. So it feels good. I'm happy for him. It's got to be hard coming. He's traveled all over the world. From England over to here. Mm-hmm. So for him to come in, feel welcomed, I think that's a huge part of our locker room. Whoever comes in, I feel like we're always welcoming guys. We want to make you feel a part of this brotherhood as soon as we can. So, I think that makes it a little easier. And obviously, the kid's got talent in spades. So, all we got to do is make him feel good and let him go out there and just have fun. And it looks like he's enjoying himself. So, hopefully now, the home crowd will welcome him with open arms and, just keep scoring, man. That's the only thing I can say. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks for the time, Josh. With this match against Cincinnati, it's been a few years now since the rivalry started. Was there a moment that really, in your head, it went from like a geographical rivalry to this is an on-field rivalry between us?
It started, I think, in that Open Cup game, right? I don't even think they were in the league yet.
Mm-hmm.
But that what was obviously the first time where I felt a presence, about them. So, and then as soon as you get into the league, there's obviously some, there's that rivalry that's kind of kindling there, but you really need them. Like I said, I'm not trying to be funny, disrespectful at all, but you need both sides to be, that bring that heat to to a rivalry. So, like I said, I've watched them a bunch this year, and they finally put together a roster that that can compete on a high level. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to it, and I don't know if there was one specific moment, but to me, it just kind of, it's been building, and I feel like this is kind of, truly the moment where, the rivalry kind of takes place. So, it's exciting stuff.
And talking to you about Cincinnati this year, they're on a 6-match unbeaten streak where a lot of them, they lost a couple leads, but they've also fought back in a lot of those matches. What does it kind of tell you about, well, not that, but specifically on their team? How do you adjust for Vasquez, who's scored 10 goals this year, or Acosta, who's been really good in the midfield this year?
Transition. It seems like they're a team that likes to get out. They have 3 guys in Brenner, Vasquez, and Acosta who like to get out and can individually make things happen. I think that's an important part of the whole thing. They don't need a bunch of numbers around the ball. They got guys who could do it on their own. So, to me, it's going to be really important to manage numbers behind the ball. We have dangerous attackers as well. So. It's just a matter of managing those things from the back end, starting with Aloy, working the way up through the team. It's a matter of, as we go forward, make sure guys are, accounted for, make sure we got guys in positions to where those transitions don't necessarily hurt us, and, we can match their numbers or even, have an advantage with numbers behind the ball. So, they're a dangerous front, trio there. So, if we don't get numbers around the ball, they could hurt us. So, I think it's important just to stay aware, stay focused from the first minute through, 95 plus, whatever it is.
Thank you.
Josh, back here. You mentioned how this could be a turning point in the rivalry. With everything going on this season, the defense has found its way, the offense is starting to click now. Could this be a turning point in the season for you all as well, to get those 3 points and get against this team at home?
Yeah, obviously this is what are we, 7 unbeaten now? So there's 6 unbeaten, you said. So to me the stage is set. So for us, I think it's a matter of you have high, there's high standards around here. So, last game against DC, a tie might look good. We go to Chicago, get 3, we have another point there, so 4 in 2 away games is pretty good if you look at it. But, to us, it feels like we lost points, So, so to me, it was such a big stage set here. I think this is the first time that we actually get, I'm sure it's on TV, so, first time we get a stage, maybe a national stage, that we can really perform on, and it's just gonna be a test for the team. Can we get over that last game? Can we, completely turn the page, focus on this game, and really, put a good performance in first half and second half? We need a good, solid 90 minutes out of the whole team. So I think if we perform well and we do what we're supposed to, I think it could be, that next step that kind of propels us into the playoffs.
And from your perspective on the field, what has it been like to watch? You talked about Cucho, he's had these success, but what has it been like to watch it build up and happen from your perspective on the field, if that makes sense?
Yeah, these things are always wild to watch, because you have no idea what to expect. Obviously, he's coming from such a high level, but there's guys that have come in that haven't done as well, and for whatever reason, we talk about it all the time, it's a tough league to kind of break into, so you really have no idea what to expect. But you could tell from the first few trainings that he had something special. His movement, his touch, his ability, his will to try to score. I think, him coming out, you could tell he was almost forcing it a little bit. So, but that's to be expected. He's got a lot of pressure on him. So I'm most impressed about that. His ability to handle the pressure, and then the way he's scoring goals. The breakaway from the bender back post to the diving headers. Like he could do it in all levels and all stages of the box there. So to me, that's been the most impressive part, and he's just blended right in. He doesn't speak a whole lot of English yet, but from the guys that have been here before, those guys have all learned. You can tell he's willing to kind of bond in, and get close to us, try to blend in. So to me, you can't ask for much more. A young kid like that coming in here and scoring the way he has, and wanting to be a part of all this it's been cool to watch, and I've a ton of respect for that.
Steve, you wanna